What started as a simple failed pickpocketing has turned into trying to dismantle an underground organisation run by a collective of very powerful, in fact, universe most powerful fighters. Yeah, that's not going to end very well. Not about some major Gintama bullshit. But I'm looking forward to it. We've already seen Sticky Cup Kunai. What else can there be? One way to find out. There is very little things I can say about this story, partly because I have no good ideas about it, but also secondly, I don't believe there are many people in this situation, and if they were, they wouldn't be watching YouTube for advice. Or Gintama. And I am waiting for the next Megalodon versus Elizabeth episode. Well, I say the first to appear. Elizabeth hasn't really had any front main centre screen time recently. And neither has... Come on, memory. Nope. I want to say Sakamoto, but nope. The laughing captain of the ship. Yeah, why are such brilliant fighters overseeing a district like this? I thought they really loved battling. Maybe it's just a lot of downtime. Do all of them have such a large appetite? Or is it just in that family? Ah, retirement. Okay. Uh, sure, I guess. I'm half expecting these women to be like Shinpachi in a disguise again. He's cut him down quite rapidly with this turn of events. Um, he has some gall to say such things with such a wonderful smile across his face as well. That's a lot of tomato sauce coming from the ceiling. There's a interesting infighting going on. Then what is your vice? Oh, it was the a woman up there. That's not very nice. That was a cheap target. Drawing blood with a kick like that. Beautiful. Getting back into the history of the Yato that we've never really covered. Is this going back to Umubozo? Yeah, time has not been kind. I wonder if the son ever thinks about the father. It's a good reason to pause the battle. Your heart and soul isn't in fighting alone, therefore you are weak. Yeah, there was a bit late to interject like that, friend. Yeah, they're not gonna sit around and do nothing. But while there's all of this going on, it's kind of a alright distraction. Hmm. Why is Gintoki able to come out with analogies and speeches like this? He must reserve all of his energy by lazing around and reading manga to be able to think of something like this. What is directly above the ceiling of this place? As long as it's not the city, actual city above it, then you might be able to just blow a huge hole in the entire lot. She has her own sense of who she wants to protect, and that's admirable. That's a face of things have become even more complicated. Wow, they're actually. It's not just a straight sort of animation you'd think of from a fight scene like this. It's various different punches and styles. Don't get involved. I suppose you did. I think he'd probably have a big weakness or something. I think his hubris might be his undoing. Oh wow, you're adding on even more layers to the story. Does He's trying to bring him out of retirement. I think I'm going to enjoy how they're going to tie the various storylines together in this. And if there isn't a battlefield, I'm sure they're going to create one. Yep, about right for an interlude. Nah, you're paid to guard the gates. It's good that she holds such a high position among them all, though. Uh, he did say not to interrupt. The fact that he can still conduct himself with his arm just lying across over the. Well, the fact that he's been here not really causing trouble, shouldn't that be alright? Then he will bring ruthless destruction among them all. Is he going to go after the woman? Brilliant. How long is he going to be falling for? And is he going to reappear in the midst of this conversation? You can't help yourself, can you? Yeah, definitely. Still going for the same names. The three of you combined makes uselessness. Trouble for everyone involved. Would new recruits be just strolling through the front gate like this? Do they need to show themselves as what their abilities are? Those poor guards. Shinpachi, you didn't even try! Is that really a surprise? And what, did Parko not get a kunai in the face again? Don't worry, he wasn't stabbed. It's a magnet. I don't think it's red because of embarrassment. Really? Really? She's fine. Why is it that Shinpachi was the only one to avoid injury? Oh yes, insult them one more time. Are they fuses? Yes. Would you stop your advance? Or would you want to get to them as quickly as possible so that they don't light them? He does have the same mannerisms and quirks of Kagura, though, doesn't he? Like sitting on the edge, swinging his feet. For one, at least. Do you think a change in leadership is that easy? And then you just fight them, it's fine. What are his ambitions? Yeah, as long as you don't mind getting pulled into situations which are incredibly problematic. I wonder what the future holds for that guy. I'm surprised that Kentucky was the one to use explosives. Yeah, of course you're going to do that. I'll hold them here. That's usually Katzler's strong point, isn't it? Everything ends up as being being exploded. Well, yeah, she's got to live now, or she's not going to get it back. I mean, they've been quite nice staying at the bottom of the stairs, allowing them to have this little talk. And, she still has to recover from the 4 knife wounds in her back. How well did she train the others? That's a great, rousing speech, but it's good she noticed, but why did he target her? Yeah, he didn't expect much, did he? You assume wrong. I see that Kakura hasn't lost all of her edge. Yeah, actually, we haven't seen her get a good scrap for a while. But considering that she is Yato and we've seen the destructive power that they possess, she hasn't done anything amazing that I remember of. That's really been like the deciding factor, at least. If I'm wrong, let me know. And I don't smoke, but for some reason I like the aesthetics of those long pipes. Not sure why. I even own a pipe somewhere. Don't know where it is. And now, is there going to be a meeting of siblings? I'm glad that Gintama is one of those shows that can get away with a little blood every now and again. Especially back when this was made, it was, I believe it was a lot more tough to get it on air. But with this episode kind of detracting from the point of where it was brought in with the kid and his mother, and now focusing on the whole Yato potential takeover of the place. And like I very poorly put it back when it was airing, that little bit of fighting we got between the old man and the brother was done quite well. You usually expect the whole same couple of frames just played again and again. A lot of effort and emphasis was put into that fight. Well, I guess it kind of has to, considering they're meant to be really powerful. And just in part of the art direction that they took it was, yeah, showed it. But I've definitely learned that if there are at least two people fighting, don't try to stop them by putting your body in between. But if you've enjoyed this episode, please let me know down below in the comment section or by leaving a like on the video. But of course, there's more Gintama. We all love that. So subscribe to the channel, because I know a lot of you haven't. Might be the time to change that. But there's still time, so if you want to take a rest, that's up to you. But make sure you join me for the next one. If you wouldn't mind stepping in and potentially putting yourself in danger of losing an arm or even more, and then surely taking a cheeky look at my Patreon couldn't really hurt. And with that in mind, Sal, Raywin, Denmark1997, Shiwan ASD, Stinsfire, Mega and everyone else have thoroughly helped my channel out without so much as bodily harm. So I guess we are all winners.